Hey there, real quick before we begin, you're about to watch a live stream, which means you're really kind of behind the scenes here because these lessons are usually watched in the archives, but you're here for the live taping of them. So if we mess up really bad, we're probably going to chop that out, but you're going to get to see all of our bloopers and mistakes. We'll also chop this off, so no one is going to see this part of the lesson but you. And because you're behind the scenes, you're probably going to ignore my instructions when I say, like, pause the video and go practice or whatever. You can if you want. It's just that everyone in the chat room then will be in different places in the video. That's fine. When you want to join us live again, go down to the bottom of the video, click on the live button, and that should take you straight to where we actually are now. So now here comes the part for everybody else. I'm really glad you're with us. The archives are fine, but my favorite is talking to you live. So see you in the chat room. Welcome back to KidsLearnPianoLive.com. My name is Jamin, and as you can tell from the countdown clock here, the lesson is about to begin. If this is your first time playing piano, welcome. I'm very excited for you. You're going to do great. Hopefully you already received from us the welcome packet in the mail, and maybe you even got started on the Absolute Beginners video pack to teach you the names of the notes and things like that. But if not, that's fine. You'll do great. I'll show you how to play all the notes. And if I'm going too fast for you, you can always pause the video or rewind it and go over the more difficult parts. You can always pause the video or rewind it and go over the more difficult parts. And even if you only learn a little bit of this song and you don't learn the whole thing, you'll still learn enough to help you build skills so you can learn other songs faster in the future. So jump in, give it a try. You're bound to end up at least a little bit better than you even are right now. Throughout the lesson, I may refer to Klopple Academy, and you can check out that link on the website if you want. Basically, it's a program that takes you all the way from learning the names of the notes, the very beginning, through 12 levels of classical and jazz music, through all the skills that you would need to become a professional pianist. So you would learn all the same stuff that you would learn if you're taking regular traditional piano lessons, probably plus a little bit more, but it takes about 5 to 10 years to complete. So you can just try out the first level, see if it's the kind of thing that you like, or if you just care about today's lesson and learning this song, then just ignore all those references and focus on today's lesson. If you're watching this at LearnPianoLive.com, there should be a PDF and an MP3 button right next to this video. The MP3 is a play-along track that you can use to practice more after the lesson, but a lot of students like to print out the PDF right now so they have it during the lesson. Careful, it could be up to like 30 pages, so just find the couple pages that you want and print those out. If you decide not to, that's fine. I'll show you all of the notes on screen as we go through it. And we will be going through 5 different levels of this song that all use the same play-along track. So even if you've never played piano before, you'll still be able to do level 1. And then as we go through level 2, 3, 4, and 5, then when we use that same play-along track, you just keep playing your same version. If you're watching this lesson in the archives and you have a question during the lesson, then feel free to click on that survey button. And at the end of the survey, there's a place for you to ask your question, and I will do my best to get back to you with the answer to that question. But if you're with us live as we're recording this today, then feel free to click on that chat button, and you can talk with all the other students who are logged in during the live lesson. And if you have a question about the lesson, then you can just go ahead and type that into the box that says, Ask Jamin a Question, and we will do our best to answer that question live in the lesson. All right, I think that's the end of the boring stuff. I'm ready to learn a song. Stay tuned at the end of the lesson and I'll show you how to win more points and earn more prizes next week. But for right now, let's get this party started. Welcome back to KidsLearnPianoLive.com. My name is Jamin, and this is the incomparable Kendra.
Guess what? So my favorite author ever, her name's Leigh Bardugo.
Oh, yes.
Reposted my song that I wrote about her books. It's just the best
She's a big deal.
Ever.
I've never read any of her books, but unless she's watching, in which case, she's my favorite author ever. But I've never read any of her books, but I know she's a big deal.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
I've read her books over and over. So, thank you.
That's really
I'm so
super cool.
excited.
On the flip side of that,
You've never seen It's a Wonderful Life.
I don't think so. I don't know. Sometimes I'll say, oh yeah, I've never seen that, and then later my mom like gives me a lecture because she's like, you have seen that.
It's a super old movie, black and white movie that they play at Christmas time, like every Christmas, all Christmas on TV. That's where they used to. It's like Netflix, but you can only watch it at one time, specific time, and so yeah, that's probably not a thing anymore. So anyway, but It's a Wonderful Life is a great movie, and if you haven't seen it,
well, if I haven't seen it, then I should watch it.
Winter. Absolutely, you should. And this song is in that movie, so this time when you see it, you'll be like, "Hey, that's that one song. We need to get into it." In case you, like Kendra, have never watched the movie or never heard the song before, then it sounds like this at full speed. You'll get to play it like this eventually, but full speed, it'll sound like this: 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Buffalo gals, can't you come out? Can't you come out? That's the whole thing, and the very first thing you need to do is know that you're not going to have to play it that fast, and also you need to start on an E. To find an E, you're going to take any group of 2 black notes, like those ones, or those ones, or those ones, any group of 2. Just don't pick a group of 3 and you'll be safe. So in a group of 2 black notes, you're going to take the note on the right, that one right there, and drag it slightly up until you land on a white note, and that white note will be an E every single time. And you're going to play 3 of those in a row. It doesn't really matter which one you use. So you can use that one or that one or that one. These are all E's. But find an E and then play it 3 times and say buffalo. Make sure you say the words out loud as you go. Those are the first 3 notes. Buffalo. Now, because that's an E, the way the alphabet works, A, B, C, D, E, F. The next note over would be an F, and we need some Fs. We need 3 Fs, and we're going to say gals can't you. So the first 6 things we're going to do are 3 E's and then 3 Fs. So it's going to be buffalo, gals can't you. Cool. Let's try that with the track. The track's gonna go like this: 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we start. Now, if you're watching this in the archives, make sure you pause the video and you practice those first 6 notes so you can play all of them along with us when we all go together. But if you're live with us, just get all the notes that you can. Don't worry about the rest. Maybe that's just the first 3 E's. Whatever it is, let's go. 1, 2, and a 1, 2, 3, 4. Buffalo gals can't you. Okay, cool. After that, we're gonna have to jump from this F past this G. Now, because G is the last note in the musical alphabet, the note after G is an A. So that's kind of super weird, because you'd think, well, if we're going from an F to an A, then we definitely want to go down and get all the way back down to A, the beginning of the alphabet. But as you can tell from this line right here, we're supposed to go up to an A, not down to an A. So make sure you go from an F, past this one, and all the way up to that A. And after you play that A, we're gonna come down 1 note, which is a G, because a G and an A are right next to each other, like we just said. So we're gonna play 2 Gs, and then after that, we're gonna go back down to that note that we started on. That E is gonna be the same as those E's right there. So that would take some practice right there, playing through buffalo, gals, can't you, up to an A. For come out is a G, 1 more G, and then an E. So that would take some practice right there. You probably shouldn't be able to play that right away, right now, especially along with the track, and especially if you've never heard the song before. That would take some practice. But I do want to show you the rest of these notes here so that in case Kloppel jumps in and he's bored, we already have a lot of this out of the way. After we do this thing right here, actually this phrase, this shape right here of playing a note, going down 1 note and playing it again and then jumping or skipping, that shape right there, that thing, we're gonna use that all over the place, like here, or right here. So these are all the same shape. You can see I'm just like shifting my hand over and playing the exact same thing. I'm just starting on a different note. So that's the same thing as playing those ones. And this one right here. And that's actually exactly what's supposed to happen here. We call that sequencing. So we're gonna take that and we're gonna sequence it down 1 note for that, and then sequence it down 1 note for that. So we're gonna start on an A, and then we're gonna start on a G, and then we're gonna start on an F, but it's the same pattern, just sequenced down. And then. So that'll take some practice too, but that means that all you really got to learn is that first little pattern there, and then you can move it around. And then this thing down here, Buffalo Gals Can't You, is gonna be the same thing as that, and then that's that same sequence that we used up here. In fact, it's the same exact notes and everything as we used up there. And then we're just down to the last final line. So let's try all of that together. Of course, if you're in the archives, make sure you pause the video wherever you need to and practice it up so you're ready to play with us. And if you're live, play all the notes that you can. Don't worry about the rest. Let's go again. 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, ready, go. Buffalo gals, can't you come out tonight? Come out tonight. Come out tonight. Buffalo gals, can't you come out tonight? The last line is going to jump all the way up to a C. So we already played an A. That was the highest note we'd played so far. We want to go past a B and all the way up to a C. So it's going to take a little bit of practice and some aiming to make sure that we can hit that one, because we're going to be landing on an E, and then we got to jump up to a C right there. We're going to play that one and then go down one note for the word dance. That's going to be a B. And then skip down to a G for by, the, and then light is going to be an F. And if you've seen the movie, you know this part is really super duper slowed down. So on our track, it's not slowed down. It just pushes right through. But if you're singing it or playing it along with the movie, then make sure you slow this section down. Of, the, is 2 Ds, and the last note's going to be a C. So that one right there is going to be super different from everything else we've played so far. Everything else is kind of repeated somewhere except for that last part. And dance by the light of the moon. Let's try it one more time with the track. Here we go. 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, ready, go. Buffalo gals, can't you come out tonight? Come out tonight. Come out tonight. And then start over. Buffalo gals, can't you come out? The last line, and dance by the light of the moon. And that's all of the notes, and of course you will need to practice that up. I had a feeling. Yes, not only is it too slow, but we have to make up some stuff from last week, because last week we celebrated a bunch of birthdays from last month. So these are the birthdays from this month. Happy birthday to all of these people. All right, so happy birthday to all of you. And Kendra, tell us about our weekly activity.
This week is the treble clef dice, and you just cut out the dice and tape them together so you can test yourself on the treble clef. And tag Learn Piano Live when you post a picture on Facebook or Instagram for 150 bonus points from Clopple, our favorite mascot.
And the ones with dice are always my favorite ones, so that should be some fun. Now it's time for a game called Pink Rudolph. So, here's how Pink Rudolph works. I'm going to play 2 notes for you. It's either going to be the beginning of Pink Panther or it's going to be the beginning of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. As in. So hopefully you know those two songs, Pink Panther and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And I'm only going to play you 2 notes, and you got to compete against Kendra, who is awesome at this game, but hopefully you can get at least 1 or 2 of them before she does. Let's try that. We'll just go for it here. These first 2 notes right here are the first 2 notes to what song? It's super high, but that could still be either song. And one more time, guessing at home, trying to beat Kendra. What do you think this is, Kendra?
Well, it took me a minute. For a second, I thought it was Pink Panther, but I think it's actually Rudolph.
It was. Nice. Yeah, very nice. Okay, cool. Let's try this one here. Maybe I can trick you this time. Guessing at home. What do you think? Pink Panther or Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? By the way, if you're in Kalapala Academy, then you'll be learning that these are called, the Pink Panther one is called a minor second, and the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer one is called a major second. So they're a half step and a whole step apart. Okay, this. What is that, Kendra?
Well, it sounds all minory, so I'm gonna say Pink Panther.
Yeah, nice job. Okay, let's do 2 more of these. What about this one right here? Guessing at home. See if you can get this before Kendra does. What do you think? Pink Panther, that would be a major second, or, I'm sorry, a minor second, or Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, which would be a major second. Kendra?
My initial guess on all of these has been Pink Panther, but I think this is Rudolph. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Okay, one more. I think I can get you this one. What about this? Try to get that before Kendra does. You can do it. Try to sing both of the notes and then try to sing the songs. What do you think, Kendra?
Rudolph?
It was. So that was a major second, and that was Pink Rudolph, which means it's time for mailbag.
If you'd like to win an extra 750 points by being the mailbag winner, just fill out the survey at the end of the lesson, or send us a message anytime during the week using the contact button at the top of the page.
And this week is from Call, who says, Dear Jamin, what is your favorite thing to do in the summer? Well, of course, swimming is way up there. Watermelon is way up there. Hanging out with friends. Why did I bring that up? Is way up there. But I think probably my absolute favorite is actually a camping thing that we do even when we're not camping, and that is s'mores. That's got to be one of my favorites of all times because it's just so ooey and gooey. And now they make the huge marshmallows that are like flat and stuff, like perfect for s'mores. So anyway, tell me what your favorite thing to do in the summer is. But I think out of all the things, watermelon and s'mores are my 2 favorite. They're both foods. Well, then we'll throw swimming in there too to burn off the s'mores, right? Okay. It's time for a little bit of secret information.
Secret information.
And today's top secret information. In our top secret information folder about this song is, oh, this is cool. So this is really super duper secret information because I don't even think Kendra knows any of this stuff because she's never seen the movie. And this is about the movie, not about the song. Okay, so the name of the girl in the movie, her real name in real life is Donna Reed, and she's like throwing this rock at this window and it's like way, way far away. So the guy who's in charge of the movie is like, okay, you throw this rock and then I'm gonna have this guy shoot the window so it looks like your rock broke the window. So they're like, all right, cool, ready, set, action. And she chucks the rock and she actually breaks the window herself. So they didn't even need the person to shoot out the window. So if you want, when you're watching the movie and she throws that rock and the window breaks, that was really her throwing it all that distance. She's got a good arm. Next, Uncle Billy. There's a part where Uncle Billy, this doesn't make any sense at all if you haven't seen the movie. Uncle Billy is like supposed to be walking home, and he's like not in his right mind, right? So he's like walking and he like leaves, and he was supposed to just like walk off the camera so you can't see him anymore. But then he runs into this big like table of props accidentally, and so it all falls on the ground. And so the main character who's like still on the camera is like totally cracking up. He's cracking up because the dude just went into a whole bunch of props, and on accident it wasn't supposed to be a part of the movie, but they just left it in the movie because they thought it was cool. Also, you gotta watch the movie for this part if nothing else. There's a part in the movie where they're like everyone's dancing on the dance floor, and then like the floor opens up and there's a pool underneath, and that's a real thing that's in Beverly Hills, and they still use that today. So in fact, they used that same exact one for like a similar scene in a different movie pretty recently, like in the last few years. So anyway, when you're watching that, like that's a real thing, and it's really in Beverly Hills, and they still use that same pool even though that movie was made like a billion years ago. Well, anyway, our last secret of the day, as always, is who won the raffle. Let's see if it's you. music, Dan. All right, let's go to level 2.
Transitioning to level 2. This may be confusing to level 1 students, so please continue to practice the level 1 version or visit learnpianolive.com/level 2 for a detailed explanation on how to level up.
So sadly, the lesson preview has come to an end, and it's time to say goodbye to everyone watching the free streams. Of course, paying subscribers at learnpianolive.com can continue watching this lesson and several hundred others like it in the archives. So come on over and check us out, and if you like what you saw, at least like and subscribe, and then tell your friends to head on over to learnpianolive.com to start enjoying this journey with us. Okay, so here we are on level 2. These are going to be the exact same notes as level 1, but now it's on the official lines and spaces of the treble clef. That's the treble clef sign right there. So we should pay attention to some rhythms here now that we're like trying to make this thing a little bit more official. You know, if you're in Clapple Academy level 2 or higher, that if we see bars here or flags here, like those notes right there, those notes are going to be a little bit faster. And if we have a hollow note, like these ones right here, those are half notes, and those are going to be a little bit longer. So you can kind of tell just by looking at them which words are going to be longer, like night, that's going to be a little bit longer, and buffa is going to be a little bit faster. Come to. So all the ones with like flags are going to be a little bit faster. And then this one is a super long one called a whole note right there. I think you get into whole notes even in Clapple Academy level 1. So that last word, moon, is going to be super long. And then just watch out for night and night. I guess all of the nights are going to be kind of longer because those are all half notes. So let's run through this, just kind of paying attention to like which ones are supposed to be faster, which ones are supposed to be slower. And you're getting closer and closer to reading actual real sheet music. Let's go. 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, ready, go. Buffalo gals, can't you come out tonight? Come out tonight. Come out tonight. Buffalo gals, can't you come out tonight and dance by the light of the moon? That's the whole thing, and even if you're on level 1, go faster. Okay, fine. We'll go faster. So even if you're on level 1, if you like kind of memorize a little bit, it'd be good to come over here and start taking a look at this because it still has the letters written in, so you can still use those letters to cheat and know what the notes are supposed to be. But if you start getting used to looking at level 2 stuff, then it'll be less intimidating when you're ready to actually move up to level 2. All right, let's try it one more time. And then yes, Clapple, we'll move on. 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, ready, go. Buffalo gals, can't you come out tonight? Come out tonight. Come out tonight. Buffalo gals, can't you come out tonight and dance by the light of the moon? You'll notice when I'm playing it, I'm using only my right hand, and if you're on level 2, you should probably be using only your right hand so you can get ready to add in a little bit of left hand, even if you don't do all of level 3. Let's go.
Transitioning to level 3. This may be confusing to level 1 and 2 students. Please continue to practice your own level or visit learnpianolive.com/level 3 to understand how this level works.
So once you have level 2 memorized, then level 3 isn't too terrible. The notes aren't written in the treble clef anymore, but they are written in the bass clef, and that's where your left hand is going to play. So right here on the word buff, your left hand is going to play a C. And then right when we get to gals, your left hand's gonna play a G. And that's kind of how this whole thing works, is you just line up the notes in the left hand in the bass clef with the notes in the right hand. So we would play Buffalo gals, can't you come out tonight? Come out tonight. Come out tonight. When we add in the right hand along with the track, it would sound something like this. If you're on level 1 or 2, you can just play along with us. 1 and a 2, 3. Oh, let's go again. I did not hear the count off. Sorry. 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2. Ready, go. Buffalo gals, can't you come out tonight? Come out tonight. tonight. Come out tonight. Buffalo gals, can't you come out tonight and dance by the light of the moon? That would be all of the left hand. Of course, we're not adding in any chord tones or anything, and the left hand isn't really too complicated yet. It should take some practice. That was our last time through on level 3, I guess, which means let's complicate the left hand a little bit, throw in some chord tones from level 4.
Transitioning to level 4. This may be unsettling to lower levels. Please continue to level or visit learnpianolive.com/level4 for an in-depth explanation on how to conquer the level.
And also on level 4, of course, the letters are not written in for any of the notes. So let me play it through for you. The left hand would be Buffalo gals, can't you come out tonight? Come out tonight. Come out tonight. Buffalo gals, can't you come out tonight? And then this is the tricky part, and this is the part where we actually stole this same exact harmony from the movie. And dance by the light of the moon. Ooh, let's try that again. And dance by the light of the moon. So that's the part that they say. If you've seen the movie, you know the scene and you know how he tries to sing that part along with her. But that's right before she throws the rock through the window and actually does it herself. Let's try this though with the track and see what it would sound like with just the left hand and the right hand from level 4. Unless you're on level 1, 2, or 3, then play your version along with us. Let's go. 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, ready, go. Oops, I played the left hand part in the right hand. Okay, Klopp, you gotta give me one more shot on this one. Let's try it one more time. 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, ready, go. There we go. And of course, we have the same chord tones and stuff in there as we always do. You can go to learnpianolive.com/level4 for more instruction on that. But for right now, I think it's time to turn this into numbers in level 5.
Transitioning to level 5. This may be terrifying to lower levels. Please continue to practice your own level or visit learnpianolive.com/5 to train how to survive this level.
As always, in level 5, we take what used to be letters, as in C, D, E, F, and G, and we turn this into numbers. So in the key of C, this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we could just play 1, 6, and 7, 1 if you want to. And then we just play these numbers here. The yellow part is the right hand, the purple part is the left hand. So the left hand would play a 1, while the right hand plays 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 6, 5, 5, 3, 5, 4, 4, 2. And that's because if you want to play along with the movie, these notes are all wrong. This is actually supposed to be in the key of B flat, where the note B flat is actually number 1. And then the key instead would look a little something like, the key of B flat would look a little something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1. And so we could play all those same exact numbers. We could play 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 6, 5, 5, 3, 5, 5, 4, 4, 2, 4, 3, 3, 1. And then we can actually play along with them in the movie, and the notes would be exactly the same. You can see it sounds like the same exact song. And this is also this goes along with the part in your track that's at the 8-minute mark. So if you fast forward to 8 minutes, it's in the key of B flat. But since everyone here has been practicing in the key of C, then we'll go back to the key of C, where this is number 1. And if you're watching the archives, then make sure you pause the video and practice wherever you need to. If you're live with us, just play all the notes you can. Don't worry about the ones that you miss. Let's go. 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, ready, go. 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 6, 5, 5, 3, 5, 4, 4, 2, 4, 3, 3, 1, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 6, 5, 5, 3, 1, 7, 5, 5, 4, 2, 2, 1. There we go. That's how you would play it in numbers. That's how you would play it with chords. That's how you would play it in the key of B flat. We've gone through all the notes, the chords, the secret information about the movie. If you've got more secret information about the movie, share it with me, not with Kendra, because she doesn't care. She's never seen the movie. But I have a feeling she will be seeing it this year. I think that's it for us for today. Make sure you send us your videos and you fill out the survey at the end of the lesson. And next week we're doing the James Bond theme. I'm very excited about the songs we have coming up. You can always check the PDF schedule that we have where we tell you all the songs that are coming up. If you don't like the songs that are coming up, then vote on some new ones because we're always taking your guys' suggestions. Till next time, explore, mess up, have fun, rock on.
Hey, great, you're still here, so you must want more. Well, I've got 4 things for you: archives, practice tips, points, and jokes. First of all, if you didn't like this week's song, I'm sorry, and you can always go to learnpianolive.com/next song and vote for what our next song should be. And right now you can go to the Kids Lesson Archives and just pick a different song and work on that this week. Now you probably don't have the whole song down yet, so what you can do is, this helps a lot of people, just next time pretend that you're the in-studio student and that in level 3 and level 5 we're going to be checking in with you and you've got to play at least some of the songs. I find that my students that come in and they're the in-studio students, they actually learn the songs way faster than they learn their regular songs I give them in their regular lessons. So if you just pretend that you're the in-studio student and that someone's going to be watching you, then that might help a lot. Also, you have the practice log that you can send in for extra points, and that can help you practice. And there's the daily challenge where you get extra points for logging your practice time there as well. Just click on daily challenge and it will play a video that doesn't have any sound really. You just practice, and then every now and then you'll hear a sound like this.
The number 7.
And then once you collect all of the letters and numbers, then you just put them in and you submit that, and you get points for doing that, and you get better because in between all those letters and numbers, you're practicing your song from the week. Of course, once you know the song, then definitely record yourself on your mom's cell phone or on your tablet or on whatever, and use the video submission button, and so you can send us your video that way and get points for that as well. You might even become the featured video for the week. All right, so let's move on to points. Here's the different ways you can get points. You can get up to 50 points just for participating in the chat in the live lesson. You get 300 points on top of that if you are the person in the chat room that week who makes the most helpful comments during the chat. That daily music challenge thing that I told you about, every day when you click on that and you submit the secret code, 150 points just for doing that. Every song comes with a practice log, and if you fill that out and have your parents sign it and you send that in, that's worth 300 points right there. Each week on Facebook and in the email that we send you, we give you a new weekly activity. It's just a fun little maze or puzzle or something to do. It doesn't really have much to do with music, but it does have something to do with that week's song, and it has something to do with getting you 150 points. Then if you click on survey at the end of the lesson and you fill that out and give us some feedback about the song, then we've given out up to 500 points before for great comments and feedback in the survey. Of course, submit your videos of you playing. Almost every video that gets submitted earns at least 200 points, even if it's not perfect. I guess work on it a little bit, but I'm just saying it doesn't have to be perfect. Here's another one. Every single month at learnpianolive.com/contest, we have a contest and usually give out at least 400 points, and oftentimes there are other gift cards and other prizes included in that contest. Okay, now we're getting into some big numbers. If you ever go to a concert that is classical music or it's classic jazz, which means like swing and bebop and stuff like that, you can ask your parents if it's a classic jazz concert. Then you get 500 points just by having your parents let us know what concert you attended. Now I keep asking you to send us your videos, and almost always you get points right up front for submitting those videos. Don't forget to put the legal disclaimer on your video. You have to say at the beginning, this is for use at kidlearnpianolive.com. But here's an additional way to pick up 750 points. If later on, a month down the road, a year down the road, 5 years down the road, if one of the videos that you submit to us ever gets 1,000 views, send us the link to your video. We will give you 750 points. Okay, but is there anything that I could do that's worth thousands of points? Yes, there is. If you're in Clopple Academy, every time you go from level 1 to level 2, or level 2 to level 3, every single time you level up, you get 3,000 points. And that's not even the biggest one. You get 5,000 points every single time someone signs up for kidslearnpianolive.com and they say that you are the one who sent it here. Okay, last thing before I say goodbye, for real. I told you that I would tell you my favorite joke, and here it is. A butcher backs up into his meat grinder and gets a little behind in his work. Gets a little behind in his work because he's a butcher. It's funny. Trust me. It's awesome. If you didn't think it was funny, that's fine. But go to learnpianolive.com/jokes and you can see some of our students' favorite jokes and you can submit your own. I think that's finally it. I will see you in another live lesson. Love ya. Good luck. Have fun.